One of the big DreamWorks franchises right now is Trolls, and for understandable reasons, as the colorful visuals and bouncy musical numbers likely hold a lot of appeal among child viewers. And now we have the third film in the series, Trolls Band Together. Before I share my thoughts on the new film, I want to quickly mention what I thought of the first two. I found Trolls had a strong first two acts, but I lost interest in the story when they got to Bergen Town, and it became more about the love story between the Bergen King and his maid. But overall, it was okay. I liked Trolls World Tours, the humor really worked for me, I liked the use of the various musical genres, the villain was highly entertaining, and I appreciated the themes explored. With Trolls Band Together, I thought the film showed a certain amount of creativity, but I was somewhat underwhelmed by it. To start with the positives, like the previous two Trolls movies, the visuals are fantastic. Director Walt Doran and the rest of the team at DreamWorks Animation do such an amazing job of giving the world of Trolls the look and feel of scrapbooks. And what's great is that each movie gives us something new as the characters go to different places. The journey taken by Branch and Poppy to retrieve all the members of a boy band is taken full advantage of by the designers as we see new creatures and locations. I thought all the character designs were wonderfully inspired and displayed an incredible amount of imagination. There's a beach they go to which is populated with creatures that look like Muppets if they were designed by Dr. Seuss, along with other clever designs. There's several neat things they do with the animation, including a hand-drawn section that was like one of those trippy 70s animated television specials. The Trolls movies truly allow the artist to let loose, and Walt Doran is not interested in holding back the possibilities of this world. Meanwhile, Poppy continues to be a delightful character, with Anna Kendrick again giving her a lot of pep and energy that's a solid contrast to Branch's more cynical attitude. There's some funny bits in the movie, with Tiny Diamond, the troll voiced by Kenan Thompson, being responsible for many of them. Where the film largely underwhelmed me was in the storytelling. The main story of Branch reuniting with his brothers has potential, but I did not find the rest of his family to have the most interesting personalities. They go heavy on the boy band influence here, but that aspect did not grab me that much. The villains are okay. The idea of them stealing Troll's singing abilities and passing it off for themselves seems to be a knock on Milli Vanilli, and that could have been a fun angle, but I found them largely lacking in intriguing characterizations. The best thing about them was their designs, which have a 1930s cartoon feel to them right down to their eyes. I also have to mention their assistant, who has such a unique design where she's made to look like party streamers. Meanwhile, there's an additional subplot where Poppy comes across her long-lost sister, and I'm not sure what the point of this was. The film takes such a detour when she's introduced, and we spend time on why she has a sister, and I felt this took scenes away from the main story with the boy band. It seemed like it was there primarily to give Poppy something else to do besides tagging along and getting excited to meet Branch's brothers. The Bergens also show up again after being mostly absent from Trolls World Tour, and I did not care much for their small subplot either. Music is of course a major part of these movies, and I thought the aspect was disappointing in this entry. Some of the use of pre-existing songs like 9 to 5, Fame, and Sweet Dreams are well done, but we also get a lot of boy band musical sequences. And I understand that's the main theme of the film, but I got tired of these after a while. Of course, a big part of the marketing has been the reunion of NSYNC for this movie, so I assume for huge fans of the group that'll be a big deal, and I'm happy for them. It did make me think, if they make a fourth Trolls movie, it would be neat if Britney Spears had a voice role and got a few musical numbers. Overall, I found Trolls Band Together to be an okay experience, although I imagine it would work well with the target audience. The story and most of the new characters just did not personally grab me. Thankfully, I was still amazed by the visuals and incredible artistry on display. I personally think these films have some of the most remarkable imagery in the history of DreamWorks Animation, which is saying something considering how beautiful the studio's films often are. Even with my issues with the storytelling here, there was still always something fun to look at on screen, and I think that helps overcome some of the sugar rush pacing. Walt Doran seems to have a genuine love for the world of Trolls after co-directing the first film and then becoming the principal director for the sequels, and it's great he and his team keep trying to do new things with each film and explore new parts of this felt and candy-colored universe. While slightly underwhelmed by the film as a whole, Trolls Band Together is still a reminder of the incredible talent at DreamWorks Animation and why I always look forward to what the studio produces next.